Hey, good morning. It's Councillor Glen. It is the last day of April, April 30th. I am here right next to Poole Creek. Just listen for a second here. You've got the Poole Creek bubbling away there. You've got some birds. This is a lovely little spot. It's along the Poole Creek Pathway, just behind the postal kiosk on Springbrook in Amberwood. Great spot for a little walk, and some beautiful sights and sounds. And all around me there's some spring flowers starting to come up, so a really nice spot to explore this weekend if you're looking for something to do. I'll tell you about what's going on this weekend. I'll give you an update about some things that happened over the past week, and I'll tell you about what's happening in the week to come. So let's get started. First of all, I'm looking forward to dropping in on some more cleaning the capital activities around Stittsville. I think I was able to drop in at 6 or 7 over the last week, and just great to see the enthusiasm and the participation of Stittsville residents. Today is the last day to register for a cleaning the capital location and date and get the free garbage bags and materials, cleanup materials from the city. So you can go to ottawa.ca/clean to pick that up. And if you are organizing an event, make sure you take a photo and send it to me. We're going to do a big compilation of all the photos at the end. So thank you to everybody who's cleaned up so far, and hopefully I'll see some more of you over today and tomorrow and the next week when I drop by. Citywide, there's a large motorcycle event, motorcycle demonstration happening downtown. There are a number of what they're calling vehicle exclusion zones, so you won't be allowed in certain areas of downtown with a car or motorcycle. Please check out ottawapolice.ca or check out ottawa.ca for all the information. If you're heading into downtown, just make sure you know what routes you can and cannot take, and you can get updates about what's going on today downtown. Okay, some local updates. First of all, on Tuesday, we have a Finance and Economic Development Corporation meeting. It's FEDCO for short. We have a big Stittsville item that's at that meeting where we're getting a report on the acquisition of Shea Woods. So this is something that I'm sure you've heard about this before, because there was actually an announcement back in 2017 about a plan for the city to acquire Shea Woods, the area where a lot of people walk their dogs in behind Holy Spirit Parish. Unfortunately, that whole deal nearly fell apart in late 2018, just before I came on as a councillor. So we've been working to renegotiate and redo that deal. We're going to be getting the details on Tuesday for council to endorse. I have no concerns at all that this won't get approved, but it's just a good milestone to have that formal approval of the new plan. And hopefully, within the next year or two, we can get that turned into a more formal off-leash dog area, and we're protecting that forest, that cedar forest that I know is so important to people in this community. So I'll have more information to share about that next week, about all the details. Wanted to mention something the Ottawa Police are doing differently. It's actually a little bit, they're returning to something they used to do a few years ago. They changed their operations, but they're bringing it back now, and it's called Neighbourhood Resource Teams. So this is a group of officers who are specifically focused on different neighborhoods or areas within Ottawa, and the goal is to be more proactive in the policing, make more connections in the community, and one of the objectives is to improve relationships and policing with young people and youth in our community. I think this will be particularly helpful. People may know there's some parks in our community where we have ongoing issues with vandalism, with loitering, with drug use, and so on. For example, at Alexander Grove Park near Johnny LaRue Arena. Well, this is an area that the neighborhood policing teams are going to be more involved in to make sure that there's some outreach and support and ongoing monitoring and enforcement of the area as well. So that's good news. I want to remind you about on Monday, if you live near the development area at 6015 Fernbank, so if you're on Liard, Caribou, John Sidney Crescent, and so on, we are doing a pre-construction meeting on Monday evening. Actually, if you live in Edenwild, you're probably close to that as well, just on the other side of Fernbank. We're going to be hosting a pre-construction meeting with Taggart. They're going to go over all their plans for construction, the timelines, blasting, hours of construction, what the impact will be on residents, and what you should know. So please attend that. There's registration on my website for that one. And I want to say a huge thank you for everybody who came to our meeting last week about the Stittsville Main Street Public Realm Plan. We had 75 people on our Zoom call. City staff went through all of the information about the Public Realm Plan. Some really good questions and feedback that has come in. I don't believe it's been published yet on the city's website, but that should be there early next week, if not over the weekend. So watch for that coming soon. Also on a city level, we had a big report released yesterday on LRT. It's called the Mott MacDonald Report, and it's the most comprehensive report or investigation that we've had yet looking into LRT construction issues, operation issues. It was done in conjunction with the legal action, the contractual action that the city has started against Rideau Transit Group. So this is a large report that was commissioned to look end to end from the start of construction until today about the condition of the system. Excuse me. So a 300-page report. For those of you who have been following the LRT project and ongoing issues closely, this is a really important one. I've just started diving into it. It was just released yesterday. I will share a link on my website this weekend. If you're interested, you can check it out there as well. Okay, some upcoming events. Today, I'm doing a councillor chat at 10 a.m. at Mavericks. They have a great patio just outside Mavericks on Stittsville Main Street. And we're going to be doing a councillor chat from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is just an informal event. Drop in, say hello, ask a question, share an idea. We have not done an in-person councillor chat in over 2 years, so I'm really looking forward to this one. So hope you can join us today from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Next week, next Saturday morning, I'm hosting a Jane's Walk on Stittsville Main Street. This is part of a festival of walking tours across Ottawa. And this one is, I've done a few of these before, but again, we've had a pause during the pandemic. So Saturday, May 7th, walking tour on Stittsville Main Street. You do need to register. There's some limitations on the number of people who can participate. So you can look up, just go and Google Jane's Walk Ottawa, or check out my website and you can see where you can register. I know it's filling up quickly. Also, next Saturday afternoon, I believe it's 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., the Rotary Club is hosting a Labyrinth Peace Walk for Ukraine. The Bell Rotary Peace Park Labyrinth is located at the south end of Stittsville on Cherry Drive. So if you're interested in that, there'll be more information posted soon, as well as on the Rotary Club website. On May 15th, I believe that's a Sunday, I'm hosting a family bike ride. We're going to start at Cardell Rec and bike up to Village Square Park. We've got a few surprises along the way. So if you're a family who likes to cycle, come and join us. And you can register for that on my website as well, glengower.ca. And I also want to let people know on May 21st, there's a community planting day at Boltwood Park. This is on Abbott Street near Triangle Street. The Stittsville-Goulburn Horticultural Society are establishing a pollinator garden, and so they're looking for volunteers to help plant on May 21st. They're also looking for plant donations, so if you go to the Stittsville-Goulburn Horticultural Society website, you can find all the information there, and if you're someone who has some plants, perhaps it's a donation that you can make. I have 3 reminders for you today before I wrap up. Number 1, dog waste. Did you know you can put your bag of dog waste in your green bin? This is a new thing from about a year or 2 ago. I don't think a lot of people know this, but it's a great way to keep that waste out of the landfill. So it can go right in your green bin with all the rest of your organics. Number 2, slow down out there on the street. If you are driving a vehicle, please make sure you're driving according to the posted speed limits, and stop. Come to a full stop at stop signs. It's a very small thing that you should be doing to keep our community safe. And the third reminder, and this is from our Parks and Recreation staff, is to please stay off of wet fields in our community. Sports fields like baseball diamonds, soccer fields, and so on. It's still very early in the spring. It's very wet. If you're using them or playing on them, it's going to take it longer for those to come into the condition that we need to allow sports teams to begin. So please be careful out there on the fields and stay off of them until we give you the green light from the city. I think that's it today. Look, I'm hoarse. I'm losing my voice here. I'm trying to speak a little loudly today to speak over the very loud Poole Creek behind me. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching live on Facebook or the archive on YouTube, thank you. Or perhaps you're listening on one of your favorite podcast apps, Spotify, iTunes, and more. I really appreciate all of your feedback, and I hope to see you at the Councillor Chat this morning, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Mavericks on the patio. If not, I'll talk to you here next Saturday. Take care. Bye.